I am probably the youngest person on this panel. I am a different generation. I am from like I, I don't give a fuck about being a crash out. I don't care. Like I think that everybody comes up here and is all like, let me keep my personal life personal and let me not like admit to certain things. And then it's like me admitting to certain things. Then I get comments like, oh, well, her having a man for 11 years, she thinks that that's, if I'm delusional, I'm in my delusional ass house by myself. It doesn't like, things like that don't bother me. But what bothers me is like a stance of like, it turned into a attack in the comments. It turned into a we're gonna tell you about yourselves on the panel, and then I'm just sitting here like,
So what? So like, did I? And I'm not trying to pump my chest up, but instead of trying to argue with you, I was actually trying to practice. What the man said. Like, listen. You know what I'm saying? So I think I kind of understood what you were saying. You think that I had it right, or was I a little off?
no, yeah, that's exactly how I felt. Like I just felt like I brought you making a comment because it's like you'll make a comment that we don't like, but like Sweeney said, me and Bo and Ray and whatever other woman on here disagrees, we get to address it. It has never felt like let somebody monologue for 2 hours. Literally, I looked up at the timer and at one point I was like, we had 2 hours and 30 minutes and ain't nobody been talking but like three people.
Yeah, and that's why I
This
was
is out of
saying like
pocket.
that's why I'm saying we should be a me personally. This is not I don't run it. Jr. be doing it. He's done it well. He the man. He the mastermind. So I just lean on him because what he been doing has been working. But
You
I
know why?
but I do
You know
I
the
do
real
believe
reason why
that
that happened.
I do believe we should be able to interrupt, and it shouldn't be a matter of disrespect. If somebody's talking for so long, if you don't interrupt and actually rebut or whatever, you can run a risk of losing your whole entire thought process on why you wanted to interrupt if they continue to carry on. And then when that ever happened to you when it's time to, like, yeah, you was about to say something like, I lost my train of thought. I don't even know what. So you never, so we gotta have a conversation where we gotta kind of allow interruptions. You know what I'm saying? So we can continue to do what we do. You know what I mean?
And I need and I just
They
I
should
want
know
to just
damn
put this
well.
out there and just get this off my chest and say this because this is like this is for real, right? Again, I'm going to reiterate. I am probably the youngest person on this panel. I am a different generation. I am from like I, I don't give a fuck about being a crash out. I don't care. Like I think that everybody comes up here and is all like, let me keep my personal life personal and let me not like admit to certain things. And then it's like me admitting to certain things. Then I get comments like, oh, well, her having a man for 11 years, she thinks that that's, if I'm delusional, I'm in my delusional ass house by myself. It doesn't like, things like that don't bother me. But what bothers me is like a stance of like, it turned into a attack in the comments. It turned into a we're gonna tell you about yourselves on the panel, and then I'm just sitting here like that's crazy. Like
Listen, I know it may feel that way, but if we was to go down the line, we all done put our personal business out there, like, for real,
And got
like,
straight and got straight.
yeah.
I mean, depending on the reality is depending on who's listening, the audience
They
is
know it all.
they
Yeah,
like
I can tell
Yeah.
you everybody.
So Laisha,
Thing
do you
that
feel
feels
like
like it. This nigga said
do
that.
you feel like for the most part people are being disingenuous or even fraudulent?
yeah, because I feel like so and this isn't to shade anybody, but this is one of the biggest things that pops up in my head, right? So for the most part everybody on here is married, but it's like when I'm on here everybody I see the comments always being like single mom, you're like a housewife but you act like a single mom. Go make a dinner plate, go do some laundry. Where's everybody's wife? Why is everybody asking me in the comments where's my ring? Where's everybody's ring? I see people's hands all the time go across the camera and there's no ring on it. I see people sitting on here until 4 o'clock in the morning. You're not with your partner either. But it's like because people don't agree with my point of view, it's well, let's say this about her. The
Do you
fuck?
know?
We're all on here. What are we
Laisha,
talking
No,
about?
you
Laisha,
have to
so I
stay
get
on
that.
the comments though. You have to
It's
stop
the
reading the comments,
comments.
She
especially
making
why
it
It's
a
Twitter
weird. No,
Yeah,
shit
that
gets
was
and
crazy.
weird on
everything.
here, y'all.
Laisha,
But
do
Shit
you
that's
gets
the
do you
fucking
see the
thing.
shit
weird.
that is said about me in the
Comments,
comments?
And
right?
I
I've
just be
never,
Yeah.
like,
I've
That's
never
misogyny.
looked
Come
at the.
on, man.
I don't even know what when you came on and you were like they were attacking Ty in the comments. I'm like, oh, they were. Like
yeah.
I
It was it
never
no, I'm just
look
like
at
it
the
gets very
comments.
rude to the women in here.
They're gonna
Yeah,
do
Like,
it
and
even
they
Laisha,
more
wait a
now
will.
minute,
that
wait a
They
minute,
they
wait a
know
because
minute.
that you're
they
So
listening.
You
They're
remember
gonna
when? Hold on,
amplify it.
privately.
wait a minute. You remember when we was on
Girl,
Laisha?
they
You was
come
on the
over to
stage.
my page and talk stuff to me, and I be on Nate.
I
Laisha,
wish they
you remember
would
when?
because I'm actually
Putting
fairly
belt
polite
to,
on here. On TikTok
I'm
and
Laisha,
on
putting belt to,
Instagram, I'm a true crash out. I'm a
I'm
real
putting
Baton
belt
Rouge
to.
ratchet baby
Laisha,
sometimes.
Laisha, you
Like,
remember?
people got to learn watch their mouth.
I'm waxing
Laisha,
the dusties. I love for them to come over there and wax
Laisha,
them.
you remember when we was on we was on Bruiser Show on TikTok, right? Me, you, Bruiser, I think Lady O was on there and Bo was on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you remember one of the things that Lady O kept trying to do was she was on the panel and she would unmute and try to address the comments from the panel. What did I tell her to do?
Let it go.
That ain't what I told her to do. I said, if you got some shit to say to the people in the chat or in the comments, you take your ass down to the
Go down
comments
there
and
with
you
them and
address
argue.
it. You don't address them on the panel because we're having our own discussion.
You're
If you
elevating
can,
them to our level. Not
like,
saying that they're below us.
I feel like
don't
today was
shit.
the first time I ever really read them though, because it was like since I couldn't talk, I was just reading. Like I felt like I wasn't talking, so I was just sitting there reading, and I'm just like, wait a minute, like
So you read all that shit. You ain't see none of that bullshit they said about Darwin in the chat. They was calling this nigga everything but a child of God. They didn't
yeah,
call me
they was
everything
cooking
but
them.
a child.
They
Like,
was
come
cooking them
on now.
real
You didn't
bad.
see nothing.
that
You
was
saw
that.
everything that was about
They was
you,
cooking me.
but you ain't see
Yeah,
shit
they
that they
was
said
cooking you,
about this
Darwin.
nigga.
It just, y'all, it felt like
The
every
chat,
10 seconds I
I
was
got called
seeing
a
my
simp. I ain't even
name.
speak.
Hey,
And
look.
I guess what I was also mad about is like, today I didn't even say anything. I got all of this hate today and I didn't even say anything.
I'm getting cooked. That
first,
lets you know I'm not
So I
second
getting
was like,
super
what the
chat.
red
fuck?
pill. When they
Second
call me
super
red
chat
pill and
was
you see me get
Sweeney
cooked, that makes you
always
wonder, like,
crying.
am I
That was
really
the
red
second
pill?
super chat.
But look, Slasher, let's ask the more intelligent question right now. Let's somebody be the intelligent one of the group to ask this question. I'll do it. Question: is there anything particularly that you disagree with the gentleman that was here that you would want to push back on now?
Yeah. Like, I feel like when he started talking about how you're older and what you have to do to be a woman to get the man you want, I really, and I don't know, y'all can say that that's because I am younger, so I haven't been in that space of where I'm like crunched for time or whatever. But I just really feel like the way I see men talk about, oh, you have to be this way and you have to be that way, and yeah, you should lose weight. Or like, oh yeah, you if it hasn't worked out for you yet, then you need to get it together. Like, no, because at the end of the day, being a divorcee is still better than being a baby mama. That's still way higher than being somebody's baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of rhetoric to me is like telling a man, we tell men, oh, they get better with age. They age like fine wine. Oh, he's going to reach his financial prime. Oh, he's going to be sought after by the younger women. No, no, he's the joke for the younger women. He's the trick for the younger women. Like, I don't understand why we only tell the older women that, oh, you get older, your clock's running out. Oh, you better get in line. You better act right. No, tell that to them old ass men too.
You
Like,
do
it
know
gets
you
weird to me when we
Say
keep
what?
making it about gender when it's simply this. The simple facts of the matter of this. The average lifespan of the United States person is 73. If you're 40 something years old, you've got one foot in, you're probably not on nobody's radar. Oh well. That's both genders. That's
so the
cool.
thing
Laisha,
is
so
the
Like,
you
I
think
don't
it's the
understand why
same
we
for
gotta make
men
it
and
about
women?
women.
You think that's really how it
Okay, I
works
volunteer.
with men
No
and women?
women want me, and you're right.
Hold on, what?
what you say, in White?
He said no woman wants him, and she's right.
Yeah.
No, but I like to
I
try to
didn't
do.
say you. I'm just saying in general, when we're
Well,
talking
he's in
about
his
like,
40s. I'm
oh, if
talking
you're
about me too.
but you're
His
also
body
married,
said
y'all are both
10 years.
married. Everybody keeps saying a single person that's in their 40s, if it's a woman, oh my God, it's over with for her. But if it's a man, he's still got great options. No,
No,
he's
he
halfway
don't
to the
tell
grave
men.
too.
They
you
said
understand
10
the
years away
context
from
on why he
ED.
said that? Did you
Just said
understand
it.
how he
Ain't
broke it
No,
down?
Clinically and statistically proven, men start taking ED pills at 32.
they going in the comments. They
Did
said
you
niggas is 10 years
understand
away from
the
ED.
Ray,
context he
stay out
gave
the comments.
when he elaborated on why that is?
Yeah, because she was saying, like, she's just
Ray, you
living
being messy.
her life. She was talking about how she was just living her
Amen.
life as a regular human, and she doesn't want to be presented as masculine.
No, not Boheme. I'm talking about the man that made the claim
Oh,
about.
okay.
Did you understand why he made that claim? The context. Did you understand the context behind it?
Well, when I heard him say it, what the part that I was talking about was when he was responding to her saying she doesn't want to be called masculine because she has certain hobbies or something, because she's still, she'll build something, but she does it in a cute way. She's still a woman. She's still feminine. That doesn't take away from her femininity. And he responded with, well, it's about results. So if it hasn't been
What about
working,
the traits you take on whenever you're doing that consistently? Do you understand that if I, as a man, do feminine things or womanly things consistently over years and years, I could take up feminine behaviors that would cause people looking on the outside to, they use the term, "Oh, he a little sweet," or "He got a little sugar in his tank." You ever heard of that?
mhm,
Can you understand the concept? And
yeah.
I can sit here and beat the hell out of this death saying I don't want to be called that. But it's not about whether or not I want to be called it. It's about what is the perception of what people see.
Yeah, facts.
You get what I'm saying? So I think if you try to understand it that way, you would understand why some women are looked at or perceived to be masculine. It's the traits that you take on that shape your character and personality and what you give out. The signals it's all about signals that you're expressing. And we're looking at the signal, you're signaling a masculine behavior. So how are we wrong for being able to accurately associate the behavior with the trait?
And then
Because
he even went further to explain that he was like, and if you notice, he also gave it the olive branch and said, "Hey, look, a man can only see what you are upon face value." He said, "But once he talked to you, do you not and he recognize who you are, and that those traits don't because he said they're not upset with the job or the position. It's the traits that it come with. And if he talks to you and he has a conversation with you, you don't display those traits, then he sees a different woman." He even told her that right after that. I don't know if you heard that part.
yeah, I did hear him saying that it would take a conversation. I guess